Welcome to Learning at Home with David.
And what?
Today's lesson is on kinesiology. Kinesiology is the study of movement, and we're going to learn a little bit about the study of movement through the walking pattern, or in the scientific world, we call that gait. G-A-I-T, gait. Now there's a gait pattern, and when the gait pattern is when your right leg flexes forward, your left arm flexes forward, and as you go to the next side, your left leg flexes forward, and your right arm flexes forward, and you walk by that motion going back and forth, back and forth. So when your right leg comes up, your right arm flexors are facilitated. Your right arm flexors are inhibited, and your right arm extensors are facilitated. The opposite side, your left arm extensors are inhibited. So what happens is we can do a little testing. When Paul brings up and flexes her left leg, what's going to happen is we know that the right arm flexors are facilitated, but the left arm flexors are inhibited. So when we test the left arm, we get a little bit of a break there. And we're going to let that go down. So what's interesting is that we can do a little bit of checking on muscle testing by creating an inhibition and facilitation pattern through the gait. So if we bring up, once again, Paul holds and flexes her right leg, we know that the left arm flexors are facilitated. Her right arm flexors are inhibited. So if we go to test that, we'll get a little bit of a break there. Her left arm extensors are inhibited. So if I test the latissimus dorsi and I pull, we get an inhibited response. So let's go ahead and check the gait pattern. We have muscles that go together in a simultaneous test. We'll start with the liver gait, which pairs the anterior deltoid against the rectus femoris. So this time we'll let Qua bring up her left arm and her right leg, and I'm going to test that simultaneously. Okay, and see, that gait function is good, and we would test that on the opposite side. At the same time, we won't test the opposites. The next gait is the bladder gait. This is the latissimus dorsi versus the opposite side, adductor longus. I'm going to let Qua hold her arm in for the latissimus test. She's going to hold her leg in for the adductor test, and adductors pull things towards the body, so we're going to try to push things away from the body. And of course that we go and we test them on the opposite side. The next test is the stomach gait. That's the supraspinatus. The supraspinatus with the opposite glute medius, and an abductor muscle pulls the muscle away from the body, so we're going to test them both together. Good, and as I showed before, we test that on the opposite side. The next gait is the kidney gait. This is the pec major sternal against the psoas. And so we push out at the same time. Very good. Well, of course, we would test that on the opposite side. The next gait is the gallbladder gait. This is the rectus abdominal muscle versus the opposite side glute medius. Claude's going to bring her shoulder up in a half sit up to the opposite hip, and that hip I'm going to push in on the glute medius. So go ahead and pull up there, Claude. Pull up, pull up, pull up. And I'm going to push while she's holding and up. So Claude has a fault in her gallbladder gait on one side. Of course, we would have her do the opposite side. The last gait double muscles are the spleen gait. This is the triceps brachii long head versus the glute maximus sacral division. So you're going to hold her arm straight like this. I'm going to get my hand underneath her elbow and have her legs straight. I'm going to try to pull up on both at the same time. And then, of course, we would do that on the opposite side, like this. And that's how we do the gait testing. And of course, when we have a gait that shows a fault in function, we need to correct that. And we want to make sure all the gait patterns are corrected because we don't want our clients to walk themselves back into the problems. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and we'll bring you more information in the next video. Should you want the PDF on the gait testing, go to our website, cleanmylivingcomputer.org. You need to sign in and send us an email and we'll send you the PDF on the gait testing. See you in the next video. Clean My Living Computer is the glistening diamond of the holistic and functional health creation world. It addresses structural dysfunctions, biochemical imbalances, and glitches in bioelectrical circuits. It pinpoints and eliminates emotional stress with the accuracy of a laser beam. Turning the diet world upside down is an adventure to discovering your very own Goldilocks diet. It is the ultimate plan to turn the for-profit disease management system into a public health creation service. You can find it on Amazon.